Okay, in this video recording, I will show the final demo of the project. Consists of two pieces. The first part is taking the uh, Delphi Delphi grammar and compiling it into LLVM intermediate step, and then taking that and taking all the way to WASM. So initially, I have implemented a compiler that's basically following the instructions. So it's walking the trees and it's implementing most of the features that we did in project 2. In particular, it implements inheritance, classes, scoping, all the loops, functions, global variables, and parameter passing as well. The trickiest one was really virtual inheritance, and with a virtual method dispatch was kind of tricky to implement. So I have this compiler implemented, and I'm going to demonstrate on first producing the LLVM intermediate as part of these couple of test passes. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly run through those first. In order to do that, I will run them here. So I'm basically going to compile, run through steps here, and let's run through so I already built the project, but let's just to make sure that builds. Actually, yeah, let's just go ahead and run through tests. So compiler, let's start with test 2. And test 2 is basic classes implementation. So this should produce, let me just start from scratch. So remove output and remove output. Okay, so now let's run this test 2. So it produces the LLVM right here. And let's now actually link it and compile it to executable with Clang. Here. So that's going to compile it, produce an executable for the Mac OS, and I can actually run it, and it actually runs. And I'm going to quickly show you for all the other ones. So let's do test 6. Test 6 is inheritance. So that's a big one here. Virtual methods, virtual tables. Let's display this one. So let's compile. Test 6. And then link it and compile to native with Clang and execute, and you can see inheritance in action. Then test 8, that's loops, same thing. Clang, execute. And test 9, I think it's more loops and scoping. Let's do that. Clang. Test 10, it's passing parameters and function arguments. Same thing here. Clang. And you can see the scoping in action. Test 11, block scoping. and executing. And test 12 is function scoping. That's a big one here. And the last one is the one that we will be using for the demo for WASM compilation, showing that running in the browser, which is test 13. It's a very simple program. And compile. Okay, and run. Okay, so we expect this behavior running in the browser. Okay, so the steps that I had to do for this is I had to install, following the README, so I had to install the EMS scripting, which is a library that allows us to actually build it correctly and lay out the memory correctly. So I generated this program.js using the EMCC, and I'll show you this in action. So let's go ahead and remove this program.js here. Now I have removed program.wasm. Since I already did it, let's remove simple. Okay, so I have all this stuff here. So let's do ECC generation here. EMCC is this guy. So it's gonna take our output, which is LLVM, and it's gonna compile it into program.js that's gonna be included, and it's gonna expose some of these methods that is expected in WebAssembly. Okay, so run that. As you can see, we got program.js generated, and then we have program.wasm that's generated. And now we can actually serve this page and see this program running in assembly, and you can see WebAssembly. So to do that, I will just run local Python, local web server, and serve from here. And you can see this function is running in the assembly. Let's just do this again. See if I can load the developer tools. And you can see right here my WebAssembly is loaded, and this is the generated included program.js by the EMC scripter. And here's my simple web page that is including the included JavaScript here. That concludes my demo. Thank you.